तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्।
गणनाथ पाहि गजानना गणनाथ पाहि गजानना गणनाथ पाहि गजानना गणनाथ पाहि गजानना परतीश्वरा दुःखभञ्जना परतीश्वरा दुःखभञ्जना परतीश्वरा दुःखभञ्जना परतीश्वरा दुःखभञ्जना गणनाथ पाहि गजानना कैलाशपते शिवनन्दना दीनानाथ हरे हे निरञ्जना 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 सिद्धिप्रदाता शुभानना जगदीश्वर शान्ति निकेतना सिद्धिप्रदाता शुभानना जगदीश्वर शान्ति निकेतना सिद्धिप्रदाता शुभानना जगदीश्वर शान्ति निकेतना जगदीश्वर शान्ति निकेतना जगदीश्वर शान्ति निकेतना जगदीश्वर शान्ति निकेतना गणनाथ पाहि गजानना शांति निकेतना, जगदीश्वर शांति निकेतना, जगदीश्वर शांति निकेतना, जगदीश्वर शांति निकेतना, गणनाथ पाहि गजानना।
मंदिर में आओ माधवा,
मंदिर में आओ माधवा,
मंदिर में आओ माधवा,
मंदिर में आओ माधवा,
माधवा
दे में आओ माधवा।
श्री गुरु चरणं भव दुख हरणं सत्य साई स्मरणं स्मरणं पर्ति साई स्मरणम्। 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 त्रिभुवन पालक साई महेशा सत्य साई स्मरणम्। त्रिभुवन पालक साई महेशा सत्य साई स्मरणम्। त्रिभुवन पालक साई महेशा सत्य साई स्मरणम्। सत्य साई स्मरणं स्मरणं पर्ति साई स्मरणम्। सत्य साई स्मरणं स्मरणं पर्ति साई स्मरणम्। श्री गुरु चरणं भव दुख हरणं चरणं भव दुख हरणं। श्री गुरु चरणं भव दुख हरणं। सत्य साई स्मरणं स्मरणं सत्य साई स्मरणं स्मरणं सत्य साई स्मरणं स्मरणं सत्य साई स्मरणं स्मरणं सत्य साई स्मरणं सत्य साई स्मरणं स्मरणं पर्ति साई स्मरणम्। सत्य साई स्मरणं स्मरणं सत्य साई स्मरणम्। श्री गुरु चरणं भवदुःखहरणम्, सत्य साई स्मरणं स्मरणं, सत्य साई स्मरणं स्मरणं, सत्य साई स्मरणम्। सत्य साई स्मरणं स्मरणं, पति साई स्मरणम्। परते विहारा पाप विदूरा, परते विहारा पाप विदूरा, परते विहारा पाप विदूरा, परते विहारा पाप विदूरा, पावन चरणा साई नारायण, पावन चरणा साई नारायण, पावन चरणा साई नारायण, पावन चरणा साई नारायण। अल्लाह तुम हो, यीशु तुम हो, 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 सबके मालिक साई तुम हो, पाप विदूरा
वर्ति विहारा पाप विदूरा
पावन चरणा साई नारायण
पावन चरणा साई नारायण
अल्लाह तुम हो यीशु तुम हो
अल्लाह तुम हो यीशु तुम हो
सबके मालिक साई तुम हो
सबके मालिक साई तुम हो
बुद्ध ज़ोराष्ट्र नानक तुम हो
बुद्ध ज़ोराष्ट्र नानक तुम हो
बाबा अंतर्यामी
तुम हो बाबा अंतर्यामी
सब भक्तों के पालनहारे
सब भक्तों के पालनहारे
कलियुग अवतारा साई नारायण
कलियुग अवतारा साई नारायण
कलियुग अवतारा साई नारायण
कलियुग अवतारा साई नारायण वर्ति विहारा पाप विदूरा
साई बाबा प्रणाम
साई बाबा प्रणाम
साई बाबा प्रणाम
साई बाबा प्रणाम
शिरडी बाबा प्रणाम
शिरडी बाबा प्रणाम
शिरडी बाबा प्रणाम
शिरडी बाबा प्रणाम
ओ मेरे आत्मा राम
ओ मेरे आत्मा राम
ओ मेरे आत्मा राम
ओ मेरे आत्मा राम
ले लो मेरे प्रणाम
ले लो मेरे प्रणाम
साई ले लो मेरे प्रणाम
साई ले लो मेरे प्रणाम
ईश्वर अल्लाह राम
ईश्वर अल्लाह राम
ईश्वर अल्लाह राम
ईश्वर अल्लाह राम
सबके प्रभु साई राम
सबके प्रभु साई राम
सबके प्रभु साई राम
सबके प्रभु साई राम
पूर्ण करो मेरे काम
पूर्ण करो मेरे काम
पूर्ण करो मेरे काम
पूर्ण करो मेरे काम
हे परम शांति प्रिय राम
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 साई बाबा प्रणाम
साई बाबा प्रणाम
शिरडी बाबा प्रणाम
शिरडी बाबा प्रणाम
ओ मेरे आत्मा राम
ओ मेरे आत्मा राम
ले लो मेरे प्रणाम प्रभु साईराम,
सबके प्रभु साईराम,
पूर्ण करो मेरे काम,
पूर्ण करो मेरे काम।
हे परम शांति प्रिय राम,
हे परम शांति प्रिय राम,
हे परम शांति प्रिय राम,
हे परम शांति प्रिय राम।
साई बाबा प्रणाम। प्रेम से गाओ पावन नाम,
प्रेम से गाओ पावन नाम,
प्रेम से गाओ पावन नाम,
प्रेम से गाओ पावन नाम।
राम राम रघुनंदन रामा,
राम रघुनंदन रामा,
राम राम रघुनंदन रामा,
राम राम रघुनंदन रामा।
प्रेम से गाओ पावन नाम,
प्रेम से गाओ पावन नाम।
जय जय रामा जय रघुरामा,
जय रघुरामा,
जय जय रामा जय रघुरामा,
जय रघुरामा।
जय साई रामा जय सत्यनामा,
जय साई रामा, जय सत्यनामा,
जय साई रामा जय सत्यनामा,
जय साई रामा, जय सत्यनामा।
प्रेम से गाओ पावन नाम,
प्रेम से गाओ पावन नाम।
राम राम रघुनंदन रामा,
राम रघुनंदन रामा,
प्रेम से गाओ पावन नाम,
प्रेम से गाओ पावन नाम।
जय जय रामा जय रघुरामा,
जय रघुरामा,
जय साई रामा जय सत्यनामा,
जय साई रामा, जय सत्यनामा,
जय साई रामा जय सत्यनामा,
जय साई रामा, जय सत्यनामा।
प्रेम से गाओ पावन नाम।
I finished my education here at age 16. Now I'm 36. It's been 20 years. 2 days back, all my friends, and till today, some of my closest friends, a big bunch of my closest friends are boys who were in hostel with me, who were in primary school with me. Till today, so till like 2 days back when we meet, they were all at my house, and when we meet and we all talk, it always goes back to stories from hostel and stories from primary and stories from high school and experiences we had here. You know, we are in an ashram, Swami's ashram, but from a very young age, we celebrated all festivals.
Yes.
In today's times, it's so interesting how an ashram that was I was 1995. In 1995, we were talking about, we were celebrating Christmas. Until today, a lot of things I do in my life have their source from my growing up here. So once I became an actor and I started doing something called on my birthdays, I would send out ice creams to people. And I think the source of that idea comes from doing Gram Seva that we all did here during the what would have been winter holidays.
Dasara time.
During Dasara time. We were all taken, we would go to villages around here and serve them food that were packed. We were part of the packing Chitranam and give them all saris, and it was such a nice experience to do that. And I think me giving ice creams and much later in my life, without knowing it, knowingly or unknowingly, the source is from that experience that we had here and that community thing that we did here. To be able to debate and discuss and take opinions of multiple people and still be okay having that discussion. We had something called human values, which we were scored for. Yesterday I went to primary school and the kids were having their classes, and I was like, what class? And they were like, human values. These were all such interesting things that were part of growing up here. It's such a positive, wholesome, positive environment to grow up in.
You are known as someone who bonds with people so easily. Everybody feels one with you when they start talking to you, and they feel so good to have conversed with you. So where is all that coming from?
I think like most, it's probably growing up in a boarding school and growing up in a boarding school like Swami's institutions. By the end of 10th standard, when you realize that some boys, you became so close. Here we call everyone brother, and you actually became so close that even the thought that some boys weren't coming back because they probably had to take medicine or a course that they couldn't pursue here then just broke our hearts. We're like, how do I come back without all my classmates not being here? So yeah, today my house, they call it boys hostel. It's because of these boys who I grew up with. They all come, and the top floor of my house is just mattresses. So in primary school and in high school, we all carry our own mattresses that we roll up every morning, and at night you spread it out and sleep. The exact same mattresses, there are like some 10, 12 of those mattresses just stacked up just like the pile that we would have in primary or high school, and just covered by a blanket so it looks clean. And whenever everyone turns up, we roll them back down in my home theater. I have a home theater at home, so it's a big space, so everyone rolls it back down and everyone sleeps in one line like this, and they're all excited about those nights again when they come home. They force me also to come up and sleep because everyone wants to spend that time together. And we grew up with so much love. There was never you knew everyone had your back in some sort of way. We just grew up in some way. I think we were very protected, because when I went out after 10th, it was not the same. It was not the same. I do have great friends from college in Hyderabad and stuff, but the environment overall was never the same. So I think because we were at such a young age, at 6, we were all groomed and protected in a particular kind of way, which is why I think it brings about it in your personality that you always want to stay. I always like being surrounded by people. I grew up in a hostel. If I don't have 10, 15 people around me, I don't like it. There are people who travel alone and stuff. I do not understand that. I'm like, I need my 60 boys or at least 10 boys with me. But yeah, a lot of it comes from school. To some he's God, to some he's guru. He's a guru, to some he's a spiritual leader, a guide. Whatever he might be, what Swami did changed lives. Like, I wouldn't be where I am if he didn't set up these facilities for kids like us. I know so many of us couldn't afford the kind of education we got here, to be able to afford the kind of facilities we had here, to be able to afford the environment that we had here. We all had free education here. For those who don't know, we just paid some minimal fees for boarding, which was 5,000 rupees from my memory then. But just, I know that if me and my younger brother didn't have that opportunity to study here, our life would have been a drastically different path. So forever, why Puttaparthi is such a big part of my life, and it keeps coming back in conversations, is because it is the founding part of me. It was what shaped you. And Swami would keep saying that, and teachers would keep saying that at this young age, they had a term for it, that in this age only you could properly structure a person. You could shape how they think and how they are, and it is true. It is true in many ways. Until today, if I have anything, I can completely bank on my Puttaparthi boys. I can trust them with anything. I know that they'll always get it done, or things are safe with them. So with them, I can blindly trust most things. My older brother, his name is Bharatana. He's sitting right there. So Bharatana was the first, I think, in the family. He's 10 years older to me. So Bharatana was the first to join here. Then Bharatana's sister joined here. We had an entrance exam then. And after, I think, my mom seeing them was like, I want my kids to be able to have this. Even though it is extremely hard for the kid or the parents at age 6 to put them in a boarding school. I think it's very hard, but it was a decision my mom strongly knew can change the life of my child. We could give them something that they couldn't normally. So I remember that my mom would train me for the entrance exam. So I would be at home, and she would be teaching me stuff. And I wrote the entrance exam and I came. But they were also part of the Samiti. They were part of the Sathya Sai organization. My grandmother, through some incidents, became a follower of Swami. My mom's mom and my mom's dad. Those incidents are a little surreal, but somehow they became followers of Swami, and once they became followers of Swami, we all got into the education system. We all studied here, and now we all live. Bharatana lives in Dubai, I live in Hyderabad, everyone lives everywhere, but we're all from here. Just yesterday I was sitting in Bhajan hall. I was sitting for Bhajans, and I was taken by surprise. It's been a while since I've come after Swami leaving us physically. When suddenly Swami's Bhajan played in the end, and it just took you back to those times where you almost took it for granted that you will have it forever, where this will be there forever. But I still remember whenever Swami sang, it was special. It would just get us all excited and bring the energy up so much, and we would all just enjoy him leading the bhajans so much. It was so nice to hear him, and I didn't process that the students here today weren't there when we were celebrating all of this with him. So when somebody mentioned that to me, I was like, oh yeah, none of them were probably there. To me, it feels like I was here 5 years ago. I went to high school last night, and I was like, this feels so recent. It doesn't. I think because we keep talking about these stories, keep seeing the same students, my friends, talk so much about school, that everybody in our life, like literally everybody in my life who's come to know me in the last 5-10 years, they were not a part of my childhood at all. They all know every detail about Perthi and school. So if they come, immediately they're like, oh, this is that teacher. Oh, this is where you guys played. Oh, this is where... Because the stories are so thick and heavy that everybody in my life knows about school so much. But celebrating it with being there, once in a while when it was your birthday, you got to go give him aarti. Lots of my friends got something created by Swami. Like one of my friend who traveled with me still wears a chain that he has never taken off, that Swami created for him. When we were in the early years of primary school, Swami would come for prize distribution to school. I think every memory was so special, and just every festival was something else. Even though you're away from family and stuff, like celebrating Ganesh Chaturthi, celebrating Dasara, Swami would give us all. First, he would do a show here where institute boys burst crackers, and then we would all go play with fireworks in school. The food around festivals, waking up early and coming to see Swami, and Mahashivratri, where the kids in primary, we didn't have to stay up all night. We would go back and come back in time for, there would be Chitranam and Pongal in the morning that we were all very excited about. But, these are all like core memories. All of this becomes such a... and I'm so glad we had this rather than... everything was an experience. You were in that experience and you experienced it with people and you were a part of it. You went, distributed food, distributed sweets, participated in these festivities. We would build for Ganesh Visarjan. We were building those chariots to move Ganesha in and dance on the streets and sing songs. And rather than being at home and watching TV or doing nothing, it was very enriching to have the celebration of celebrating all kinds of festivals, of being part of social activities in a way, of having the facilities of sports, which I think was very important to me and plays a big part in my life. Till today, I cannot live without sport, and I am physically the person that I am because of how much sport I played in primary and secondary. The sporting facilities we had were unreal. The cricket grounds, the volleyball grounds, and the time allotted to play sport channeled our energy so productively. So I think all of this is why all of this shapes who you are, how you interact with people, how you speak, how you approach life, how you approach work, how you approach success, failure. I remember once we were in Kulwant Hall and institute boys were performing about the Pandavas, and they were performing a certain episode. I was probably I was in like my 4th grade or 5th grade, and we were sitting there. And in the show, suddenly one particular character says, the Pandavas are going through some tough times, and one particular character says, this too shall pass. And that hit me like I was like, it gave me one perspective that I used, like, I got caught playing cricket in the room, and Janardhan sir, who was our warden, was like, "I'll call your parents or something." And then it was like life or death. You would be so scared, but I would be standing outside hostel and I'm like, this too shall pass. One day you'll be a 30-year-old man and you will not be facing this situation. Don't panic. It would have passed. So I've used that. That thing hit me so strongly that it just helped me deal with all sorts of situations where you realize that nothing is permanent in some sort of a good. Even the highest highs, they're like, this is not permanent, this will pass, and you have to go back and live and do it again. And neither are the tough times. So things like that, you were exposed to some things at a young age that just changed the wiring of your brain in a way and taught you how to approach life in many ways.
While everyone else looks at an actor with starry eyes, but only the actor knows what he or she is going through every day.
Yeah.
And I think you again have had your own share of downturns. Not every movie becomes what you expect it to be. Even now you tell that to yourself, this too shall pass.
I haven't used this too shall pass recently as much. I'm enjoying life right now. I've accepted life that it needs to have the highs and lows, otherwise it's boring. If you watch a film, it needs to have the character, the hero of the film needs to go through conflict, needs to beat the conflict and come victorious, and then there needs to be a plot twist. Then he needs to figure ways to get out of it, solve something, save some people. So unless in any story, any book, if it's just going like that, nobody's interested. Even in our own lives, if it was consistently going at something, I think we would all be bored and done with. You need these challenges. You need challenges every day to that gives you a goal, that gives you direction, that keeps you motivated. So I think life, you need to have that, and the stronger the conflict, the bigger the hero's arc. So I think that's how I started perceiving life right now, and I enjoy whatever comes, and just try to live and make memories.
If you look at your own life as a movie, what is the role that you would love to play? What is the role that you think God has given or destiny has given you?
For me, my primary purpose is first to make sure that my mom, dad are really happy. I think I start this way. I don't start. I'm like, my family needs to be really happy, needs to be really proud, needs to be taken care of. Then my friends, then my work colleagues, my staff. So you start with the people around you and hopefully create a positive effect that trickles down in a bigger way. Being an actor that's a public figure, the exposure, the kind of the amount of people that you impact, that are following you, is also is bigger than if I was doing a job where not many people knew me. If everybody made sure their parents were happy and proud, I think the society is already, your parents are only happy and proud if you're doing well. Like even coming here and speaking, in a way, is to make sure that people can see little bits of how you think and how you live, and hopefully pass on some things that I've learned because of the opportunity I had from growing up here, from the people that surround me, from the books I've read, from the little dramas I've seen and things that I've picked up along the way, to be able to pass it on in my own way. And somewhere it'll, if it helps someone, changes something, that's the good you can hope to do.
and you are someone who is known to have a very beautiful heart. Every time there is a disaster, you go out of your way to help, be it COVID, be it Pulwama. And I think when you do it, given the way people love you, the youngsters love you, it inspires them. And it's so beautiful that you have a foundation. And I guess the foundation of that foundation is in Prasanthi.
For sure. For sure. All of this giving and stuff all comes from growing up here. Now it's subconscious. Now it's no longer like a conscious decision as much. It's an urge that comes from within that you want to do. And I know that people who follow me and like me will also do it in their little bit. And then, it starts becoming like a mass movement in some sort of way. So yeah, those are all, it's just part. It's become who I am.
If you were to describe Prasanthi Nilayam in 3 words, what would those words be?
Peace is the first word. It's just peaceful. You just want to walk around barefoot in the ashram, and I'm taking deeper breaths when I'm here, when I'm walking around. I don't know why, I'm like some energy will go in. Peace is my first word. Love was a big emotion that we all had, and that was always Swami kept saying, love all, serve all, love all, serve all. It'll be painted across walls, across primary schools, dining hall, and the roads, everywhere. That was a big part of his message. And community. I think yesterday, people from all across the world, they're all doing some jobs, but they take a week to come. Like my mom started that way. They would all come as Seva. They'll come during festivals, something to volunteer, serve water, help in lines and queues. Yesterday I was being served by a bunch of men from Maharashtra who are all chartered accountants and stuff. But I was asking them, you've left your job for this week? Yeah, I've taken off for a week to come and serve for this 1 week. Everything here is very... be it celebrating festivals, doing any social activity, just going about everyday life. It's a very strong community that Swami built.
Peace, love, and community. Awesome. So finally, what are you taking from here as you leave?
Me, I've had a really good... I spent just a day. I'm headed back to work today. But it was a really good one day. I went... the biggest thing I'm taking back is I went and saw Munni auntie and just hugged her. I used to be so scared of her as a kid, but we still loved her. We had this fear, respect, and immense love for Munni auntie. She fed us a lot yesterday. And we remembered some dishes that we had as kids. Once in a while, they would serve us this malai with bread. And I was like, auntie, that malai you had? And she was like, beta, I have it. And she was like, bring it. And then she gave us malai. And I've given up on sugar for a while now. But auntie was putting sugar and malai. And I was like, I can't say no to this. And I just didn't feel like leaving her. She's like, she was our headmistress, but she's like our grandmom. She's literally like my grandmom. So, and she's always holding, hugging, blessing, holding, hugging, blessing. And I was like, I want to hug you. And she was like, come. And then I hugged her for 2-3 minutes and felt nice, and went around school a bit, saw all our teachers. And it's been 20 odd years since I left high school. So it would be like 25 or something since I left primary. But every teacher just remembers, as soon as they see not only me, my brother, anybody, they're like, Anand, Vijay. And then they remember things that you did. And I'm like, how do you guys? Because they are going through 500, 600 kids with every turn of the year. And I'm like, I'm from 25 years back. And you still remember what I was doing during Vedam or during prayers. And Auntie remembers how I joined school and how my mom got me and what she did to get me in and stuff like that. I'm like, how do you remember this about every kid that's been here? How much? And seeing all my sirs from higher secondary school, I enjoyed going back there. We went, sat in our classroom, and everything used to look ginormous when we were there. Those in primary school, there's like 15-20 stairs which felt like never ending, and now it's like 4 jumps and I can reach. The dorms were huge. Everything was huge when we were there. Now it feels like, oh, it's a little smaller than what I remember. It's a different perspective, but even the scent of the place, prayer hall in primary, was like, as soon as I stepped in, I was like, it's Dashara, because Auntie does this whole Dashara, this puja with that kumkum, and you can smell the oil of the lamps and the kumkum. And we were up and I could smell dining hall, and it smells the same. The scent of the place is the same. So it was really nice to come back to these core memories and core part of who we were. Yeah. Done. Thank you, brother. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Sairam.
ॐ जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक पति महेश्वरा ॐ जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रित कल्पलतिका आश्रित कल्पलतिका आपकान्धवा ॐ जय जगदीश हरे मातपिता गुरुदैवमु मरियन्तयु नीवे स्वामी मरियन्तयु नीवे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नागेन्द्रशयना ॐ जय जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूप ओजस्वी हो साई महादेवा सत्य साई महादेवा मंगल आरती अंधुको मंगल आरती अंधुको मंदर गिरिधारी ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ॐ जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण सत्यनारायण नारायण 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 सत्यनारायण नारायण सत्यनारायण नारायण ॐ जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण सत्यनारायण नारायण 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 सत्यनारायण नारायण सत्यनारायण नारायण जय सद्गुरुदेवा शांति 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 समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु शांति 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 जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय।